Coming up this afternoon on the update, Ghana to reduce meat imports by 95%, RFJ to roll out new agricultural program. Security issues not for police and military only. Multidimensional approaches required to deal with security issues. Ochehene distills Hemang chief. United States okays Liberia's independence. Marie Royce presents Treaty of Official Recognition. South America awaits total solar eclipse. Chile, Argentina to witness totality of eclipse. I believe in the Samoajan, says Coach Appiah. And AFCON updates, Ghana faces Guinea-Bissau tonight. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of July, and what better way to start your afternoon than get updates of stories making news in Ghana and around the world? This is the update with me, Godwin Nambo. Welcome. And many thanks for staying with us. In our first story, Ghana is hoping to reduce its meat import by 95% over the next 5 years. This is envisaged to happen as a result of the aggressive rollout of a new agricultural program, the Rearing for Food and Jobs (RFJ). According to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, within 2 years from the commencement of the RFJ initiative, meat import will reduce by 70% and 95% by year 5. The RFJ project, it said, is expected to generate 24,516 direct jobs in the first year and would increase to 1,336,165 by year 5. Ghana, according to the ministry, stands to gain immensely from the Rearing for Food and Jobs initiative. According to the ministry, an assessment it carried out indicated that there will be direct and indirect copious and varied benefits and impacts from the RFJ. It also revealed that in the short term, the program would lead to increased production and value addition of the selected livestock and poultry. On Monday, June 24, 2019, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo launched the RFJ campaign, which is another module of his administration's flagship program, Planting for Food and Jobs. The campaign will run for 5 years from 2019 to 2023. Moving on, the commandant of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, GAFCSC, Rear Admiral Moses Make Bafwo, has said that the world has moved away from the days where defense and security issues were the preserve for the military and the police. He said currently such issues belong to the entire society because everyone wishes to live and develop in peaceful, secure and stable conditions and must work together to ensure security for all. He was speaking at the opening ceremony of this year's Defense Management course organized for about 104 participants selected from the Ghana Armed Forces and some sister security services, ministries and agencies within the country. The aim of the 2-week course is to expose uniformed and civilian personnel working within the security sector to the issues, principles and techniques relevant to improving the governance and management of the defense and security sectors. The commandant of the college continued that the world has changed such that comprehensive and multidimensional approaches were required to deal with security issues. Touching on the aim of the course, Rear Admiral Bafwo revealed that the effective and efficient management of defense was multidimensional and multisocial in nature and hinged on the collaboration of various agencies from both the public and private sectors. He averred that teamwork was crucial for effective and efficient national development and therefore entreated participants to ensure that the course yielded the desired benefits. Now let's go into chieftaincy issues. The Ochehene Osagyefo Amoatio Afori-Penin has distilled the chief of Hemang Osaberima, Professor Mirikisi Aporiata. He made the announcement on Monday, July 1st, 2019 at the Afori-Penin Fie in Chebi. This follows complaints of uncustomary conduct and harassment of the people of Dome and Jampomeni and his unlawful claim of ownership of lands in the two villages. The chief of Hemang, after a petition by the people of Dome and Jampomeni, was invited to answer charges before the Chebi Executive Council. However, the Hemanghini reportedly refused to appear before the Achim Ibuakwe State Council, and in a letter addressed to the council by his lawyers, questioned the jurisdiction of the Chebi Executive Council to determine matters concerning Hemang lands. The Ochihini was not happy with his subjects' conduct, took the decision in the presence of Dasibre Buama Dako, Adonte Hini and Kukrantumi Hini, the Osianwo Hini and Wenchi Hini, Dasibre Asumedu Apia, members of the Chebi Executive Council, kingmakers and representatives of the Hemang stool. And a new report, the government of the United States, US, has finally recognized Liberia as an independent nation after 150 years. Liberia proclaimed its independence in 1846, but it was apparently not recognized as such by the United States until recently, when the U.S. Assistant Secretary of State Mary Royce presented the official treaty document in which the United States of America officially recognized Liberia's independence. According to Liberia's Ministry of Information in a release, the United States official presented the treaty document during her visit to Liberia last week. She reportedly spoke at the National Museum of Liberia about the historical ties between Liberia and the United States. She also discussed U.S. Department of State initiatives to preserve cultural heritage globally through the Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation, as well as other exchange programs of the United States Department of State, the release added. For his part, Information Minister Eugene Nagbe expressed delight in the visit of the United States Assistant Secretary of State along with Ambassador Christine Elders, and said Liberia National Museum epitomizes the rich cultural heritage of the country. Minister Nagbe said before the civilian war, the museum housed more than 5,000 artifacts portraying over 200 years of national regional history. But he was also quick to mention that the building itself came under attack during the different rounds of fighting in Monrovia. He said Liberia is grateful in regards to its partners, including UNESCO, UNWTO, and the United States government for their immeasurable contributions. Liberia is an early signatory to UNESCO's Cultural Convention on the Protection of the World's Cultural and Natural Heritage. Now, it's the turn of South America to enjoy the spectacle of a total solar eclipse. Sky watchers in parts of Chile and Argentina will see the moon pass directly in front of the sun, blocking out the light for just a few minutes. It will be late in the day, however, and anyone lucky enough to be in the path of totality will be looking at the events close to the horizon. As always, people are urged to take great care during an eclipse. Gazing into the sun can damage the eyes. Proper protection is needed, such as the use of approved solar glasses. Let's get into some sports news now. In football, Ghana head coach Kwesi Appiah has said in plain words that nobody believes in Asamoah Gyan than he does. Gyan's late substitution in the Cameroon game on Saturday has stoked debate among the football family. To many, the team's captaincy controversy that preceded the tournament informed the coach's decision to start him from the bench, and also the reason Gyan was unused in the opening game against Benin. But the coach has poured cold water on the wild allegations. In a post-match press conference in Ismailia, Coach Appiah said, "I believe in Gyan. No one believes in him than I do. Whether or not he will start in our next game depends on how he will fare in training before the Guinea-Bissau game." Gyan spends just 12 minutes in the Cameroon game but left good impression on the minds of students of the game. Still on AFCON 2019, Algeria has maintained a 100% record, beating Tanzania 3-0 in the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations AFCON 2019. They placed top of Group C and will face one of the best third-place teams in the next round. Also, the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire charged Namibia 4-1, while Morocco beat South Africa by a goal. Tonight, the Black Stars of Ghana will continue their quest to bring home the African Cup after over 3 decades of trying. But what are their chances after drawing with Cameroon and Benin in their last 2 matches? We stepped out to find out what the expectations of some Ghanaians are.
Match ni di Enyaminti, Yebeshe Guinea. Because me hoping na ni the day are you any Jordan are you. If I pa mo cho omo ma omo hye Ghana because omo na ye vi mi na omo so omo hye Ghana mai na akuma to ye because omo an hye we dey say e be fie ana say pa mo cho omo hye mai.
I think we should bench even today. We shouldn't start Achu. And this guy Owusu should start. Asamoah should start. And this guy also this guy I don't call the former, I forget this guy's name, but I mean there are a lot of players that they need to start, and that's the point. That today, to me for sure we have to win 3-0. That's for sure.
Oh, honestly, Asamoah should start. Asamoah and Koblan Owusu, at least they should start. While Jordan, they should bench Jordan. So no more than 3 at least.
And what are your expectations? We would like to know. Let us know on our Facebook page at Daily Guide Africa, on Instagram and YouTube at the Daily Guide Network, or personally with me at Godwin Nambo. The update is brought to you by Diamond Cement. Diamond Cement is your preferred choice, and Press Express. For all your delivery needs, call Press Express now. Many thanks for watching. We'll be back tonight to know how Ghana fared in the match. Enjoy the rest of our programs.